Good evening and welcome to the Financial Week. I'm Andrew Lately. The Jamaican dollar dipped to a new low against the US currency today. At the end of trading, the greenback was selling for $144. The Canadian dollar is going for $103.85. The pound is going for $181.54, while the euro closed at $157.82. The Caribbean Development Bank is warning regional leaders to protect their foreign reserves during the COVID-19 pandemic. Deputy Director of the Economics Department at the CDB, Ian Durant, gave the warning while making a presentation at a Caribbean Broadcasting Union webinar earlier this week. Tourism is on the decline and remittances are drying up, cutting off major channels for foreign exchange. As economic conditions worsen and governments move to protect their citizens, the Caribbean Development Bank is warning its members to exhaust all other options before tapping into their foreign reserves.
As governments seek to mitigate the impacts of the crisis, you have to make sure that you just walk that fine line of providing mitigation while not totally depleting your foreign reserves. And as well, we're recommending and facilitating as well, I'll speak to later, countries in securing concessional external loans to buttress and bolster their foreign reserves, trying to access debt relief. Countries should as well.
The CDB official is also urging Caribbean leaders not to ignore the importance of diversifying their economies. He says that's one of the lessons this pandemic has highlighted, especially where trade is concerned.
You don't want a situation where you're so concentrated in one or two industries, such as tourism or commodities, that sudden stop in these industries result in a complete depletion of your reserves and a need to slow down your economy.
He argued that the order of business in the post-COVID-19 period must involve greater cooperation and emphasis on exports.
What we are hoping to see and what we're recommending in terms of the post-COVID rebuilding is really that countries focus on building resilient economies for strong and inclusive growth. Recognizing, of course, that these are all small open economies, they don't have reserve currencies, so any attempt to grow rapidly and to advance standards of living really has to be underpinned by and led by export growth.
As at March, Jamaica's net international reserves stood at $3.2 billion. Finance Minister Dr. Nigel Clark also indicated that any international relief the island receives will be used to strengthen the country's reserves. Blue Dot CEO Laren Peart has reacquired majority ownership of the data insights company. Mr. Peart says it's a move that will provide him greater leverage to respond to the fast-changing marketplace. Mr. Peart and SSL Venture Capital finalized the equity agreement on April 22. SSL originally entered the equity agreement with Blue Dot on August 7, 2018, acquiring a 50% ownership stake. Blue Dot has experienced growth over the past 5 years, mostly because of its turnaround time for survey results and its use of technology to increase data collection accuracy. And the JSE Index gained 1,083 points today, and the Junior Market Index is up by 26 points. Among the winners were First Rock Capital Holdings US dollar shares, Honeybun, Epley, Lasco Manufacturing, and Epley Caribbean Property Fund SCC. Now on the losing side were Blue Power Group, Consolidated Bakeries, Caribbean Flavors and Fragrances, iCreate, and Dermont Trading Company. And that's the Financial Week. I'm Andrew Lately. Good evening.